Computer. Yay. Okay, awesome. Hey, welcome you guys. So I did a Up Your brand workshop earlier today, and that was more generic. So this is going to be more doTERRA specific, which is awesome. There'll be overlap, but if you do want to watch the other one, you're more than welcome to. There will be different nuggets of gold. So same but different. So awesome to see you guys. Please comment below or comment in the Facebook Live. Let us know where you are geographically. That will be fun to kick things off. Yay, awesome. Hi, Kylie. Good to see you. Hey, Joe, Louise, Toots, Caroline, Anita. Good to see you guys. Okay, cool. So this is really what I was thinking to help you guys. We're sharing with you what I learned in Sydney when I went to that extra workshop called Soul Branding Workshop. I'm going to share with you guys some resources. I'm going to help you hone into basically who are you? Who are you as a person, as a brand? It might be such a funny word, the word brand, but you know, when you're putting yourself out there as a business, you do have to kind of let people know who you are, what you believe in, and how they can work with you. Those are like the three things. Let's kick things off by focusing on who you are. Okay, I'll start with a story. I told this to my Amplify clients the other day. So when I was at university and I studied international development, which is like third world studies, and at that time I was obviously the same person, outgoing, energetic, hyper, all that stuff. I would wear lots of clothes from the op shop, like these lovely pants tonight, also from the op shop. Anyway, I went through this phase where I would wear a Guatemalan hat all the time, like this little hat, and I had about 3 or 4 or 5 of them, and this little Guatemalan hat. And I'm going to mute you guys if you're a little bit noisy. Mute, unmute, mute. Okay. Anyway, and I wore this hat, and it got to the point where I felt like, oh my God, if I don't wear that hat, people aren't even going to know who I am. Like I'll say hi to people in the library, and they'll be like, who is this person? It really became my identity. So on one hand, it's cool to have things that represent like who you are and people think of you when they see it. But at the same time, don't be bound to that. Don't feel like, oh, people think that I'm all natural, so I couldn't possibly wear makeup and be in a photo in front of my doTERRA people. Do you know what I mean? So you still want to be who you are. You're not like defined and confined to being just one version of yourself. So today I'm going to do an exercise with you guys to help you tap in to who you actually are. So please mute yourself if you got background going on so that everyone can have the full experience. Okay, I would love you guys to grab a pen and paper. Go ahead and grab that now if you haven't already. Today's video is brought to you by Patreon. Someone's like watching Lego Masters or something in the background. There we go, got it. Okay, so what I'd love you guys to do, some of you that were on my call today, this part's the samey, so I know you've already done it, but it's so cool, I really wanna do it. So I would love you guys to think of, actually do this first. I want you to write, we're gonna do 3 columns. So 2 lines with a line across, that makes 3 columns. Okay, so just do that on a piece of paper. I know some of you, if you've done this with me earlier today, you can really read those words and go through it, or you can go get yourself a hot cup of tea or something. Okay, so 2 lines, 1 line across. We've got 3 columns here. In each of these columns, in this section here, I want you to write 1 name, another name, and another name. We're thinking of 3 people who you admire. 3 people who inspire you. They might be someone, I'm gonna sit on a pillow because I feel so short on the Facebook Live. 3 people that inspire you. They might be somebody on the internet that you've been following for a while on Instagram or podcasts. They might be someone that you grew up with. You know, it might be your mom, it might not. It might be someone in your life that you actually know. So just think of 3 people that come to mind for you that you really admire. I did this with my PA, and she was like, I don't really have people like that I admire, which I thought was interesting. So I said, you know what? Let me rephrase that. If you had like a fancy, you know, a dinner party, and you could invite anyone from the world, from history, even if they've passed away, or, you know, anyone, like 3 important people that you would love to just have a conversation with, or really just hear what wisdom they have to share, who would you invite? And she was like, okay, that's easier. And then Susie said, what about like who's your celebrity crush? And she was like, oh, okay, that's a lot easier. So she could, so whatever way works for you. Do you get the gist? And the example I used earlier today was like Lady Gaga, but I'll use a different one. So I put down when I did it, I was like Marie Forleo, okay, so you put 3 names down, boom, boom, boom. Got it? Got the 3 names, thumbs up. In your chat box, you can write, yep. So I know you're with me. Hi, Rocky, good to see you on the Facebook Live. Okay, awesome. Now is your chance. This is the only kind of interactive bit we're gonna do. Well, I might do something else later. So for your first name, I want you now to write down a couple of characteristics or traits about that person. What are the things about that person that you really like? Why did you write their name down? Okay, so you don't have to write a big sentence. It's not who they are. We're not writing their bio. It's actually what are the characteristics and traits that you admire in that person? And I want you to do that for all 3. Okay, name, traits, etc. Okay, so take 2 minutes. I'm gonna push you quickly. If we were in person in a workshop, I would give you more time, but not much more. So just do that now, please. I'm gonna get myself a water. I'll be right back. All right. I was just getting some oils before, and I actually got the Dream Rolly, and I'm putting it with Petitgrain. I love Petitgrain. If you haven't heard of it, oh my gosh, it's so like musky and husky. It's so interesting. It's great for sleep and calming. So I can never sleep after I do night. That's why I don't like doing stuff at night, you guys, because I'm a shite sleeper anyway. And then when I do like online trainings or mentoring at night, I literally can't go to bed till midnight because I'm so wired. So anyway, I'm doing preparing myself. Awesome. So you guys, what we're doing, remember, is we're writing down the words. Can you comment in the chat box? You can say done if you're done so I can see, and I don't want to rush you. Awesome. So just write done, done, done so I know you've done it. Toots, I don't know how to work chat or video on the phone. I don't know if you can do it on the phone. That's a good point. So it's not like you guys are ignoring me. You're just on your phones. Cool. Okay. So what we've got is we've got name, traits, name, traits, name, traits. Awesome. Now I would love a lovely volunteer from the audience, just one person, just to kind of read out to me who their 3 people are and a couple of the traits just to get the ball rolling. Thank you, Sarah. Great. Okay. Can I just have somebody volunteer to do that? Just unmute yourself.
Hi, it's Caroline. I'm willing to do that.
Thank you, my lovely lady. That would be great. Go ahead.
Oh, but one of the people that I admire is you.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's awesome. I can't wait to hear about it. Okay, so give me a name and some traits, and then the next name and some traits.
Okay, so Natalie Cutler-Welsh, she's bright and bubbly, and she's a real go-getter. Those are two of the things that I wrote down for you. I also put Marie Forleo. She cares about people, and she's inspirational. I put my 3rd one was my daughter Sarah, who she loves natural things. She's very ecologically minded and cares about the environment.
Nice. Okay, awesome. So what I want you guys to do now, this is just to give you some more ideas of things that the way you do it. I want you to add a couple more, everybody, to each person. So we just want like 5 or 6 things in each column, like traits. Just add a little bit more. Just think a little bit more about that person. What is it about them that you admire, that inspires you, etc., that you connect with? Okay, go ahead. Hey, for Rosa, awesome to see you. Yay! Make sure you tag any of your peeps to watch this later because this is going to be so much fun tonight. I can't wait. I love this topic, as you guys can see. I love talking about branding so much. Okay, so just bulk it up a little bit more because the next part is the super cool part. Okay, so just nod. I've only got three people I can see, but just nod if you're ready. That would be great. I'm going to put this on so I can see who else is here. Okay, awesome. Okay, Not if you're ready. You got a couple more? Okay. Now what I want you guys to do is with your pen or take a highlighter, I want you to circle any of the words that come up kind of frequently. Hey, Karen. So for example, in one of the columns, you know, I think Caroline had cares about people. So if she has something like that, you know, cares for the community or maybe cares for the environment, I don't know if that's similar enough, but something that's a synonym or a similar word, like if you see the same word or a similar word popping up a few times, I want you to circle it. Does that make sense? So you're not circling every single word, but the ones that kind of crop up once, you know, more than once, 2 or 3 times, I want you to circle those words that crop up. So go ahead and do that now. Aha, you didn't know it was going to be so much work. You thought you were just going to be listening to me. Hey, Karen, we're just partway through, and Feroza, we're partway through an activity where I had the ladies make a little table, and then they put 3 people they admire that can be alive or not, they can know them or not, 3 people they admire, and a couple of traits about each. What is it about that person that you admire, et cetera, et cetera. So that's where we're at. Now I'm having them circle any words that pop up quite a few times. Okay, so that's the gist. Yay, Kathy, awesome to see you. So great to see you. Hope you're doing good. Okay, you guys, so have you done your circles? Are you ready for the cool part? Okay, can you just comment done if you're able to type on the computer? If you guys on the phone can comment and engage with me, that would be legend. Can you just say done, or something like that? That'd be great. Let me know if you're done. Or better, hey, better than that, type comment with some of the words. Comment with 1 or 2 of the words that you've circled. Thank you, Toots. I love how you're playing my games. Loyalty, honest, caring, considerate, loving. Awesome. Those are the words that are cropping up in her 3 columns. Great. One more person, and then I'm going to give you the cool part. Debs, knowledgeable, calmly confident. Cool. I like that. Awesome. Kylie, done. Thank you. Okay, you guys, here's the cool part. And so I went to this workshop. It was with Quinn Curtis. She's an American lady. It was in a room full of high-level doTERRA people. Okay, it was all about branding. And the funny thing is, just before we did this activity, the woman beside me, you know, she put up in her hand and we were talking about branding and stuff. And she goes, you know, I feel like I should be less fluffy. And when she said that, my brain said, maybe I should be more fluffy. So I started to question, like, me. I was like, maybe I should be more fluffy. And then we did this activity, right? And I wrote down my people, and I wrote down the traits. So here's the cool part, guys. I want you to take your pen, and these 3 names here, I want you to cross them out. Cross them out. And I want you to write me, me, me. Isn't it so fun, Deb? Deb knows what I'm doing. Me, 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 okay? Not my name. You just write M-E, right? Me, me, me. Now, I want you to look at those words, you guys. You get it, Joe? With fresh eyes. And I want you to see, hopefully, that you know what? You already are. Those things that you circled, those things that you love about those other people are traits that you have within you. And when we do branding, I am like literally encouraging you, giving you permission to actually hashtag be who you are. Like, be that person. Okay? So remember, I was sitting there going, maybe I should be more fluffy. And then I read my list, and it was like, in your face, sassy, confident, smart. And I'm like, no, I'm not fluffy. And I actually recently came back from Sydney. I updated my my website, and I include this sentence that says, if you're looking for someone that's fluffy and gentle and is going to gently nurture you, like, I'm not your girl. If you're looking for someone that's going to be straight up and in your face and challenge you and inspire you at the same time, let's chat. Like, I literally added that sentence to my website because I really believe you got to be who you are. In branding, if you try to be someone you're not, it ain't going to work. It's just not going to connect with people, okay? So I mean, hey, I would love to hear from you guys. Just comment in the chat box, comment over here, Facebook Livers, any aha moments. I know, it's such a cool activity. I can't take credit for it. Like, you've seen it before, right? You know, 3 people you admire, yada, yada, yada. But I like this little twist on it. It's so cool. So what I'd love you guys to do, comment with some of the words that you circled. I know some of you have already done it. I want to see a few more. Let's do this. Sarah says, mine are also different. I only have God written twice. Well, you've got it written twice. You've got it more than once. So that, well, it doesn't mean you are God. Maybe you are. But, obviously that's a value for you. So yeah. So Debs, for example, Debs who wrote knowledgeable, calmly confident. I'm hoping that Debs is sitting there going, actually, yeah, I am pretty knowledgeable. And I am actually calmly confident. And I love that she wrote calmly confident, because you guys, you don't have to be me. Wah! You don't have to be Martha. Wah! Right? You be you. Like, you be you. You be you. If you are calm, just be calm. Yeah? So that's cool. So thank you, Joe. Creative, loyal, real, strong. Hello. Yes. Totes. Okay. So then our task becomes to embody this. And upping your brand is how you show up in real life, at networking events, at Doterra classes, to your family. And we always show up a little differently to the family. They get the real deal, don't they? Okay. But do you know what I mean? In person and also online. Okay. So maybe, Joe, like, we know that, we know you, we know you're loyal, real, strong, and creative, but do you think you're putting that across online? Like, are you getting a good, are your peeps online getting a really good sense of who you are? So for some of you, you might feel like you are more easily able to really express yourself better in real life or maybe online. And I want to encourage you to, like, bridge that gap and kind of do both well. So that's what I'm really going to share with you guys tonight. Caroline said, interesting. I said bright and bubbly, but I don't feel like that's me. But guess what? If we peel back the onion, or we actually give you permission to not care what everybody else thinks, do you think you might be a bit more bright and bubbly? Right? Or do you think because here's one of the things I found, you guys, and you guys know I've been in business for quite a while, over 7 years, and I've been working with humans, in the personal development field for over 15 years. One of the things I found is that so many people are stuck in what I call the should zone. They're living their life in obligation. They live their life in what I should do, what I said I would do, what I've always done, and they're scared of what people will think, or they're in the pursuit of perfection. They're living in the should zone. Then some people step up, something happens, and all of a sudden they're in the frustration zone where they're, like, bitter and resentful, and they're like, why do I always, like me the other week, I was like, why is it always the mom's job to take the kids to the doctor? Like when it's the kid has a dentist appointment, why is it always the mom's, right? So that's the frustration zone. Some people get stuck in the frustration zone their whole life because they want to do what they want, say what they want, but they're scared. Or other people in their life, maybe they step into that, what I call the reintroduction gap, where they want to reintroduce themselves to the world. They want to assert themselves and say what they think, but then people push them back down. They're like, who do you think you are? Or, oh, I don't recognize this confident person who used to be so quiet. And they get pushed back down into should, right? Into the should zone or the frustration zone, or even worse, at the bottom, the zone of disconnection, where you're just going through life like with no real emotion. You're just going through the motions on standby or autopilot. Okay. And I want to invite you guys to actually up your brave, maybe get in where I live most of my life, in the up your brave zone, which isn't like, I don't care what other people think. It's like, of course I care what other people think. You guys know the rest of the sentence, right? But I care what I think more. And when you do that, and when you live like that, guess what, Caroline? You will be bright and bubbly. You will. And not that everyone has to be bright and bubbly, by the way, anyway. But if that is something you want to be and you feel like it's in there somewhere, then, hey, I would love to see you do that and to bridge that gap, the reintroduction gap, and reintroduce yourself to the key players in your life. Maybe, and this isn't just Caroline, I'm talking to all you guys, maybe who are kind of trying to push you back down into the zone of frustration or should. Cool. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation. Planting the seed for you there might resonate. I don't really need to know what zone you're in. I'm kind of curious, but I just need to know that you know what zone you're in. Because if you suddenly go, oh my God, I am living my life in the should zone. I'm doing everything for everyone else, and I'm actually ready to put me first. Then congratulations, you're one step closer to the up your brave zone. Anyway, my point is, I think there's 3 things for branding that we want to do. We want to be who we are, which is this. All those 3 or 4 words that came up for you, I encourage you to live that in your daily life. Sorry, my notes are on the floor. You want to be who you are, and part of that is knowing your personality. So if you haven't done it already, take the personality tests. You guys have heard me rant on and on about personality tests. There's a really cool one called Spark Type that I will put the link in. It's a free test you guys can do. You all heard that? Oh, you can run fast. And it's called Spark Type. You've heard me go on and on about the driver, the analytic, and all that stuff. I'm not going to go into this on this call. It's in the units. It's so fascinating, though, to find out more about who you are and give yourself permission to be just that. Okay. Also, you want to express yourself in your own style. You know, we can talk a lot about clothing, like when you're going to an oils class. It's like, what are you wearing? Are you fully being your true self, or you feel like you're dressing up and you feel uncomfortable? We don't like, if you're uncomfortable in what you're wearing, that's going to come across to your peeps in your class. So this is what I'm wearing right now. And I literally went to pick my kids up from their tutoring practice, and I'm wearing I have gold boots. I have gold boots on, these pants, op shop pants, this top, and I had this on. So you can imagine me. And I literally leave the house looking like this. And sometimes I look down and I go, oh my God, this is so full on. Well, guess what? I'm so full on. It's all good, right? Where some of you guys would be like, I would never wear that outfit in 1,000 years. That's fine. I'm not asking you to be me. I'm asking you to be you. So when you look at your wardrobe, it would be great if you guys can have, and maybe post in the group, 2 outfits that you would wear to either like a workshop, you know, a workshop oils class, or maybe some sort of women's event, networking event, or wherever it is that you're going out. If you want to post those in the group, I would love to see that. And remember, you want to have colors that make you feel confident and clothes that make you feel confident. So for, you know, if you, for example, if you felt like you had really big arms, you might not wear a top like this that accentuates the arms, right? Or if, like, you know, you'll never see me wearing black, because guess what? I don't like black, and I don't look good in black, and I want to look good. I mean, of course I care what other people think, but I care what I think more. So I just don't wear black. It just does not bring joy to my life. So there's that. So I just thinking about what you're wearing, how you're showing up, and how that makes you feel as well. Also, you guys, if some of you, a lot of people on my team have another business, like you've got another business, you're either a massage therapist or you're a life coach or a yoga teacher or whatever. So you'll have a brand already. But I encourage all of you guys, and this is one of the things Quinn said at the workshop. She goes, you guys, Doterra does such a great job of marketing Doterra. You don't need to market Doterra. Like if I go to your Facebook page and it's all just Doterra stuff from the Doterra page and you've just shared it, it's like, what sets you apart? Nothing sets you apart. You actually are the face of your business and your brand, your Doterra business. And so I would encourage you. And so even if this is another example, she said, you know, if you were called, okay, let's use Allison, for example, Allison King, you know, running on oils, that's her Doterra name. And so Quinn Curtis said, don't just be running on oils. She said, running on oils with Allison King. Like actually come out of the closet, put your name beside your Doterra name if you have an oily type name. Can you guys comment in the chat box? What is your Doterra business name that you've been using? And maybe just think about, are you ready to put your name beside it? Because Doterra has beautiful images and lovely facts and figures and information, but it's you that people are going to be attracted to when you are actually being your real self. Kylie, I very rarely wear black either. Yes. Makes me feel blah. I don't even wear black to funerals, honestly. Okay, so Louise, I love bright color, flowing tops and trainers. Yeah, interesting. Now in this call, we're already halfway through the time. I'm not gonna go into the element personalities, metal, water, fire, and all that, but I did do a little video about it, so have a look for that. I'm wearing a yellow jacket in the video. So we're gonna talk about colors now. I'm gonna screen share, hopefully. I'll see if this works. Yes. Okay. So here's some resources for you. Write this down. So Unsplash is a really great website for free, high quality, non-cheesy looking stock photos that don't look like stock photos, like awesome, modern, cool photos. Free. Okay. It's called Unsplash. I will put the link below. I'm just going to show you guys how to drive it. Okay. Facebook Livers, apologies. Let me turn you around. Unsplash. Looks like this. So in the chat box, let's say let's use Allison again, running on oils, Allison King. And she has this phrase, which is, there's an oil in everyone. There's an athlete in everyone. So I'm going to write down, so let's say she wants some images and she's going to go athlete. So we're searching for athlete and it brings up, look at this, 6,000 free images, all related to athletes. Well, guess what? If I think, dear God, that's going to take me a long time to sift through those, don't worry, because at the top, she's all about running. So she might click runner and look at the images related to running or gym or fitness or sport or human or exercise. Okay. So let's say she wants to narrow it down. Now there's only 261 pics to look through. Okay. So you see how that works? And she might decide, oh, this is a great one, because then I can add like text on top of the image. And it's not, so what you want to do, guys, is with your brand, you don't want to like smack people in the face with oils like every single post. So I would suggest, like, if you are, you know, a doTERRA person, which you are because you're on this call, then maybe like 1 in 7 or 1 in 5 posts on Facebook or Instagram would be like a, you know, oil post. You might do other posts, which like I might do a post of like me in the swing chair writing in my gratitude journal, or I might do a post of the mirror and talk about, you know, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you focus on the flaws, or do you say to yourself, like I do every morning, hello, beautiful day. Hello, beautiful body. Okay. You probably didn't see my post about that, but literally that's what I say. Okay. So I'm so happy. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of resources to give you some real actionable things. So if you're feeling like, oh, I don't have any pretty photos, I don't know how to take good photos. Well, guess what? If you want something bad enough, you'll make it happen. And I'm making it easy for you. Okay. So the next thing I want to show you is a site you must have heard of. You may not have been there for a while. I hadn't been there for 3 years. It's called Pinterest. And at the workshop, she encouraged us to make a board that really, like, of anything that we love that makes us feel happy, that kind of is aligned with our brand. So my brand is like gold, rose gold, coral, you know, sometimes I'll wear yellow and blue. Those colors come into it. And so I did my branding board where I just pin anything that I love the look of, you know, and I love the idea of resilience and wellness in your life and business. That's one of my kind of areas that I focus on. And I just love anything. Go see the gold here, anything green, kind of a bit of nature. I love the pinks. I love the do what you love. I say that a lot. I love flowers, etc., right? I love gems. So I just basically pinned, sorry, I've been talking all day. I just basically pinned anything that I just love the look of, including calligraphy, you know, typography, fonts, and that kind of thing as well. So if you want some inspiration, I would say go to Pinterest and you can just like search, same deal. You can search, let's say you were all about, let's have somebody else's page. Anyone tell me what they're all about? Their the name of their doTERRA business or their tagline or something. What's Laura? Joe, what's Laura's? Free, something about freedom. Joe, Laura's tagline? You have to unmute yourself. Can you unmute yourself, Joe? I can't remember what be free with oils, be free with oils. Okay, so let's say she's be free with oils and she wants to like look for some images related to free, you know, I don't know. So, or freedom, let's go freedom. We don't want free stuff. Freedom, be free with oils is her thing. Let's say she looks up freedom. Again, it brings up like some really cool quotes, some images. Now this is Pinterest, so you can't steal these and put them on your website. These are just inspiration. And you can pin them on your boards. You can create a whole Pinterest thing, but hey, guess what? Distraction. I wouldn't suggest it. This is just for your own inspiration. Whereas if you're over back on Unsplash, that would be the place where you can actually get those images and use them on your website and social media. So let's say I'm Laura and I'm writing freedom and I want to see some pics that I can actually have for my website. Well, I'm not really into motorbikes because I'm more into like oils and nature. So I'm going to come over here and narrow down the search and click nature. And now I've got beautiful photos, you know, and this could be a really cool post for me if I'm talking about, you know, bridging the gap for the reintroduction gap. You know, there's a big crevice between living in the should zone and upping your brave. And I could use that photo, right? So it just like have a little look through, see what resonates with either your branding colors or that you feel like, oh yeah, this would be great because it's got a nice big space in the sky and I could write some really cool quotes in there. Cool? So I just wanted to introduce you guys to that. I'm sure everybody has seen Canva possibly to do, to add words, you know, so you can upload those images into Canva and you can add some words or, and Canva also has photos as well, or word swag on your phone. So basically these are just a couple of tools for you guys, okay? So there you go. Those are some tools. think that's all I wanted to show you on there. While we're here, I'll show you my website. So I have Go To Girl Essential Wellness. Oh, we can't find it. Awesome. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'll show you something else. So I'll go to, hopefully this will work. Okay, so this is my Natalie Cutler-Welsh umbrella website, when my whole message to everybody that'll listen is up your brave, say what you want, make it happen. Here's my credibility piece, Natalie Cutler-Welsh, speaker, author, impact entrepreneur. This is me on a cruise ship, not a stock photo. Anyway, helping you raise your resilience and wellness in life and business. Free opt-in for speakers. Not everyone's a speaker. Credibility stuff. So if you guys have been in any sort of media, I always encourage people to add that in, kind of as seen on or as seen in. And then a little bit about yourself. This is me, blah, blah, blah. And look at here. If you're looking for someone to be soft and fluffy, I'm not your girl. If you're wanting someone who will tell it like it is, keep it fun, keep it real, and help you hone into what you genuinely want and make it happen, that's my superpower. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. But down here, we go on to oils. I really hope this works. Unless, yeah, I must have a problem with my website. Okay, good to know. Anyway, I can't show you guys that right now. But coming back, stop the share. Does anyone have any questions at this point about like branding, being who you are, accurately expressing that, finding out who you are in your personality search? Any questions at this point? I want you guys to write down, either on a piece of paper or in the chat box, your colors. What are 2 colors that you feel are like you, that you would either wear or have on your online presence? Okay? So it doesn't mean every time you do a class you have to wear purple, if purple's your color. Like people won't recognize you, like my Guatemalan hat. No, you can wear other colors. But we want to make sure that in terms of your palette, when I go to your Instagram, your Facebook, your whatever, your website, LinkedIn, wherever you are, by the way, you don't have to be everywhere, but wherever you are, we want to see some consistency. So maybe your purple and silver are your colors or whatever, or green and black or whatever. Okay, so just have at least 2 colors that people can associate with you. Okay, awesome. So hopefully that's helpful. The next part is really around, number 2, is around saying what you want. So now online, I want to encourage you guys to say what you want, meaning what is your message to people? You guys know how I have all these sayings that I say, like stay in the zone of love and give, give, get, and you are the CEO of your own life and things like that. Now, it's like you guys will have some phrases that you often say to your customers, to your kids, to your friends, and you probably don't realize that that is gold. Like that is you. And it might be something that you heard that you just love. It might be something you created yourself, but you can create images on WordSwag or wherever, use and put those messages out to the world. Remember how I said 1 in 5 or 1 in 7 of your posts want to be oils, blatantly oils. If you're doing more, that's fine. But if you're not really doing much else, remember, Doterra does a great job of marketing Doterra. We got to start marketing you. And I told this story this morning, but when I did my training for some girls on Rocky's team and Claire's team, one of the girls was like, oh, I'm going to come out of the Doterra closet. She was ready to be a little bit more open with her friends and colleagues the fact that she did Doterra. And I said, well, let's take some photos right now. And we took some amazing pics. You might have seen them in the group. She's wearing these ripped jeans and this rollover, cardigan and this gorgeous bag of oils. So sometimes it's a matter of just taking some photos so that you've got some things to work with, because we do want to see your face now and then, but it doesn't have to be your face. I did a really cute photo of someone's nails the other day holding an oil, like your hand. So you can get a little bit creative with that as well. In terms of your colors, you guys, and this is literally what I do, is I take photos of things like this gold tray thingy from Kmart. Like I'll take a close-up photo of it and I'll use it as a background, or I'll lay some oils on it and I'll take a photo of it, or I'll lay like the oils on a pillow. This is like very much, like I love the golds. Or on the sequin pillow that I'm sitting on, I'll lay some oils on the sequin pillow and I'll take some photos. Okay, so just think like, what are the things that are already around me that represent my brand, that I can take photos of and with. You can be in the photos, you don't have to be in the photos, but there's already some things around you that really represent who you are. You probably just haven't realized that they do. Cool. Yeah. So let's see if we got any questions in the chat box. Anything. Thank you, Debs. Debs says anything is possible. Yes, that's so great. And then you could do a Facebook Live about that. You could do a post about that. You know, you could do an Instagram story about that. The whole anything is possible. And it could sound something like, do you ever feel like the dreams you had a couple years ago and you still have, and you haven't made them happen, are kind of out of your reach now? Do you ever feel like other people are kind of ahead of you and da 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 da? Well, I sometimes feel like this, but when I do, and you can make it about oils. I reach for ginger, the oil of empowerment, and that oil, it reminds me that anything is possible. Da 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 da. Right? So you can make it about the oil. Or if you just did like 2 or 3 oil posts in a row, we're going to go, okay, let's not go like oil crazy. So now we're going to do that same post, but we're not going to go down the oil path. We're going to still say anything is possible, but maybe we're going to give them a little window into who you are. And we're going to say, when I was mountain biking in Rotorua, the last school holidays, I realized I hadn't been mountain biking for literally 10 years. But my kids, they'd never seen me on a bike. True story. This is my true story, right? But they didn't know that when I was in university, I used to do duathlons. I did mountain bike and running races all the time. And it was crazy for me to think that my kids had never even seen me ride a bike. Because most of the time I was like pushing a stroller or walking the dog, but it reminded me that anything is possible, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what I've just done? I've inspired my people. And I've given them a little sneak peek window into me. And now they're going, oh my God, Nat likes Nat did duathlons. Oh my God, I used to do triathlons. And now they feel a little bit closer to me, right? Because you don't need to market doTERRA. You need to market yourself, okay? In a way that feels genuine and authentic and true. Like, I'm not going to make up a story. Like, oh, when I was like cooking this 3-course meal, like, you guys know I hate cooking. I would never, right? So you have to be true and genuine and tell real stories. Awesome to see you, Karen and Louise and Lisa. So I think and that way people can start like relating to you a little bit more. So I invite you guys to not just think of your phrases and your messages and your colors. I want you to do that. I would also invite you to think of some stories that you can share. And I don't just mean, oh, my kid fell over and had a boo-boo, so I put rescue. I don't mean that kind of story. I mean like other stories in your life. So example, I did a post the other day where it was like, if you actually want something bad enough, you'll make it happen. That was my message. It wasn't about the oils, but I probably could have brought the oils into it if I wanted. If you want something bad enough, you'll make it happen. And then I shared 2 stories. And one was about how, oh my gosh, we've had this coffee machine since we bought it 5 years ago in my kids' kindergarten at the garage sale. And it works and it's awesome. And every time people come over, I'm like, oh, do you want a coffee? Like, I don't really know how to use the machine, so I just have plunger. And they're like, no, I'll have tea. But if I actually wanted to know how to use the coffee machine, I probably would have, right? So I tell this story about how I've got this coffee machine. My daughter makes me coffee. She's 12. She knows how to use it. I don't know how to. Anyway, my point. So then I go on to tell this other story about when I worked at Outward Bound, in the outdoors, blah, 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 blah. And so what I'm doing is I'm giving people a window into who I am, but I'm not going, oh, I used to work in the outdoors and I was a kayak instructor and I used to help people on the ropes course with confidence. I'm not like being all like ego about it. Actually, my story is more about when I wanted to apply to work there when I was 26 years old. And they said to me, yeah, these are the dates. And I was like, oh, I actually can't do those dates. And they were like, if you want to be here, you will. And I was like, oh, okay. So I just like moved heaven and earth, I just like, did I want to be there? Yes. Did I make it happen? Yes. So that story is aligned with my message, which is if you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. So what you want to do is think of your message and then think of 1 or 2, usually 1 story that you can tell that kind of illustrates the point of your message. Like it needs to relate. But also what it does is it gives people a little sneak peek window into who you are as a person. Cool. So is that helpful? What are your thoughts? If anyone wants to, I'm more than happy to do a screen share and give you some on-the-spot feedback on your website, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. If you want, I can do that right now. Let me know. Okay, bye, Joe. Joe's got to go. That's cool. I am going to end at 9 if my voice holds up. Oh my God, I've been talking all day. I've had like 5 appointments. By the way, since I've got you as a captive audience, did you see my video where I talked about now if people haven't ordered for a year, they disappear off your tree? So people are going to be just disappearing off your doTERRA tree if they have not ordered for a year. So watch that video, because I had a scenario where my host of the class I was doing, she wasn't even on my tree anymore. And I quickly had to get her not re-enrolled, but she has to email placements@doterra.com to say, please what? I can never think of this word. Not reinstate. Oh my gosh. Please what's the word? Hey, Ben. Hey, Claire. Anyway, so she had to reignite. It's not the right word. Anyway, she had to oh my gosh, you guys. Anyway, she had to reignite her and reactivate. Thank you so much. Reactivate her account. And then I could put the orders through. So it was really like an awkward situation because I was sitting there holding on to these orders. Anyway, watch my video about it because that's really good to know. Tag your team. Thank you so much. Activate, reactivate. Thank you. You guys, you got me. Okay, cool. Let's go back to branding, you guys. I just love this topic so much because I know specifically, you know, a lot of people are like, I hear this all the time. Oh, but Nat, I'm not salesy. Oh, but I don't want to put myself out there. Oh, but I don't want to like offend people. I'm like, I hear you. I also hear that you're probably an amiable because that's like amiable behavior. People that don't want to rock the boat. They like harmony. They like to keep everyone happy. That's cool. Right? So if you feel like you are that person, that's fine. But sometimes I would invite you to call on your driver or up your brave slightly. And remember that everyone is selling love, money, and health. Well, love, money, or health. And we are all selling all three. We as doTERRA people, as Amy says, we are not salespeople, we're helping people. Okay, so if you ever feel like, oh, I don't want to be pushy and salesy, well, guess what? That person that's not sleeping well, when you show them petitgrain and all they ever knew existed was lavender, which they hate, they are going to love you. Oh my gosh, do you guys have this one? Holy manoli, I love it so much. Okay, so I'm talking about putting yourself out there. I'm talking about upping your brave, and I'm ready to go and screen share if anybody wants me to have a quick squiz. Do you guys say that word? Is that even a thing? My mom used to say that. I don't even know if that's Canadian or Kiwi. I'm gonna have a quick squiz. How good. I'm glad you learned a lot. That's awesome, man. At somebody's Facebook page or Instagram. So, okay, in the meantime, I'll look at mine, but I already know what mine looks like, so I'd rather help somebody on the spot. Let me know if anyone wants me to look at theirs. All you need to do is tell me the name of it, and I'll go find it. I'm gonna look up Instagram, so we're all ready. We're poised. We're poised. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just gonna do mine. Haha, she loves the word squiz. I know, is it even a thing? I think so. Okay, awesome. Does anybody have a Facebook page? Are you all being polite or are you all being shy? I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. Carol, love to have you back again. Carol, coming back for more. Beautiful, beautiful. Carol, are you on Instagram? Oh, yay, Kylie, the long exhale. Are you on Instagram? Wait, is that the name of your business or are you just saying I need to breathe? Okay. Are you guys on Instagram or Facebook with the long exhale? She's like, calm down. All right, let's see if this is you. Let's see. I think it is you. I'm hoping so. Okay, so I'm going to screen share, and I'll come to you, beautiful Facebook Livers, in a mo. Here we go. Okay, thank you. Love it. Okay, let's go. We're going to look at Kylies. So, sorry it's so shaky, you guys, with the Facebook Livey. And move you guys out of the way. So here we are on Kylie's page, you guys. Joe's gonna be so happy. We're on Instagram. And as you can see, so we got 33 posts that she's done. She's got 120 followers and she's following 195 people. The long exhale, a celebration of wellness for mind, body, and soul. So one little tip, Kylie, if you're so inclined, is I would put your name on it. You know, I would put like with Kylie McIntyre or something like that, or with Claire and Kylie, or however you're doing things. I can come and see you, but after my call. So let's go and have a look. They always do this in Instagram. They suggest people for you to follow and connect with, which is cool. So we're gonna just quickly do a little snapshot. First of all, loving the colors. Hello. So what I'm thinking is that her colors are blue, a royal blue type color or some variation of. What I'm seeing is some nice homemade photos of doTERRA. This is what I'm talking about. We don't just want the professional pics. They are amazing. We love them. But we want to see some real, authentic, homemade pics too. So this is a brilliant one. Some quotes. So remember I talk about give, give, get. What I want to see is you're being generous, helpful, friendly, educating, inspiring, motivating, but also you are a business asking for the sales. So occasionally inviting people to come for a consult, come to a class, or order oils directly, okay? So she's got a bit of nature, some books, another homegrown pic. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So this is awesome. You guys, this is a great page for us to use as a bit of inspiration for everybody. See how when you have a nice mixture of like words and real photos, etc. What I'm not seeing, what's missing? Does anybody know what is missing? What is missing? Is Kylie. Where are you? I want to see, unless this is you, which it may be. So, oh my goodness, not an easy task showing you how to use a meditation seat, but here it goes. Okay, so now I know that's her probably. The meditation seat was created because I was getting sore hips, So educating with a nice little call to action down there. Made from French oak, $100, DM me to purchase. Love it, love it, love it. Kylie is missing. Yes, she is. Okay, so Kylie, so I love it so much. My tip to, oh, look at this. My tip to you is, where's you? Put you in there. I want to see your face. We want to hear your stories. You probably do stories. New to the Lavender Eye Pillow collection, Blue Sky Dreaming, inspired by this dreamy pic from the plane window last night. $20, DM me to purchase. So now we've had 2 salesy posts, which is awesome. What I would want to do now is go and click on more and make sure she's not going, buy now, buy now, buy now. Because remember, it's give, give, get, not get, get, get. And I'm sure you're not. But I just want you guys to realize what I mean by those words, okay? So hopefully, maybe this is her. Let's find out. She's keeping us guessing. Okay, and this is just weekend escape to the beautiful South Island. So which is great, because you want to show people that you are like living true to your philosophy and things like that. Is this helpful, you guys? So this is Instagram. You can also be using your Instagram stories. And also, Kylie, the long exhale. That's cool. Some of you guys will have your face here because you are the face of your brand. Kylie might not be comfortable with that yet. Also, you can add a link. So in Instagram, I'm going to go to me so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You can add a link. So this is Linktree, which is a free link tool. So here's mine. So this is not my oils one. I do have a Go-To Girl Essential Wellness as well, which is way more oils. But this one will be generally 1 in 7, where I'm like, yep, I'm a speaker, I'm an author, I empower women entrepreneurs, I'm interviewing people. Oh, and by the way, new oils. But the way that I talk about it here is in life, whoever you are, whatever you do, there'll be times when you feel disheartened or unsure, when you judge yourselves or others and your goals seem out of reach. For me, one of my strategies and daily routines is to stay in the game and in the zone of love as a biz owner and mom is the daily use of essential oils. They definitely help me to stay on form, resilient, and well. These beauties are new to New Zealand, and here's why. Blah, 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 green mandarin, pink pepper. So I took that photo on my pink blush footstool thing. What is it called? Ottoman. With my little gold star cookie case or whatever it is that I bought at the op shop. Then I added this word with word swag and I just put the oils on top. And doesn't that look cute? So that's what I mean by like a homegrown pic. Awesome. Then I could probably add some hashtags if I wanted to. But what you're going to hopefully see is it's like oils, blah, 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 oils, blah, 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 oils, blah, 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 oils, blah, blah, blah. Right? But I'm also doing posts with inspiration, and sneak peeks at like the good old doTERRA community and that kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to look up Claire now. What were you, Claire? Revitalize with red. Are you Instagram or are you Facebook? Actually, should we go to Facebook, maybe? Are you on Facebook? We'll have a look. Is this helpful, you guys? Comment in the chat box, or am I just talking to myself and wasting using my voice, losing my voice? Sarah Marie, how do you get the follow after your Instagram name? Melissa Mills' Instagram page is so awesome. I know it is. So let's go to, it should just say follow. If they don't follow you, it will say follow. If they already follow you, it will say probably unfollow. So let's go and have a look at Claire. Claire, are you on Facebook? Revitalize, I'm just typing with one finger over here, with red. Let's see what we find. And here's the thing, guys, you want to make it super easy for people to find you. So if I went to Claire's page, is this you? Yeah, Red Beach, that is you. Okay. If I went to her personal page, I want to make sure that it's super easy to click through to her biz page. Get rid of that. Go, go, go. Okay, so here we go. So it's a picture of her, which is kind of like black and white cartoony styles, revitalized with red. So at the moment, I'm like, I don't know what that is. Is she selling me nail polish? Is it a supplement? Is it a energy bar? And ideally, when we click that, you can come on here later, Claire, and you can update the description with a blah, blah, blah about what you do and a link, a call to action link. So anyway, so let's go and have a look and see what comes up. Revitalize with red, she gets a like for volunteering. What I'm gonna do, it's easiest for me is to go straight to photos. This shows me a nice little snapshot overview of what she's been doing. So it looks like Instagram, but it's Facebook. So I just did that. It's easier for me than scrolling. So we see real pic, doTERRA pic, inspirational thing. Okay, she obviously just started. Okay, so she just started that. So there's not too much going on, but that's awesome. One of the things I would want to do is go and have a look at your about page and find out a little bit more about you. Wow, you're doing well with 110 likes with not very many posts. Love make and take class using oils from the Home Essentials kit last night. Oh, lovely. DIY household cleaners and roller blends. DM me if you'd like to hear more. So she's doing I did this class, it was so much fun, and DM me. Love it. So she's kind of doing this humble appreciation with a call to action and a real photo. Love, love, love. You get a like for that. And then she's doing a more salesy kind of official doTERRA pick, 20% off, etc. Now that was obviously last month. And then she's got something inspirational as well. So she's just started. That's cool. Okay, let's see what else we got. No, not nail polish. I know you don't sell nail polish, but I did that on purpose because when people land on your page, in a blink, they're going to decide if this is home for them, if they belong, and if they feel like, I don't know what this is, they're going to leave. So that's why I would invite you with Revitalize with red. I guess you are red, maybe, but I can't tell because your picture's black and white and I don't know you yet. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, if Revitalize is with red, maybe put that in Canva, but add like a photo of you at the beach or a couple of oils or something like that. Because if I'm just going to do my blink, I'm probably going to be like, oh, like honestly for me, I'd be like, does she sell lingerie? Is it nail polish? What is it? Like seriously, that's my initial reaction. So there you go. So yeah, you can just play around with that. Let's go back to Instagram briefly, and then I'm going to take any questions, and then we're going to love you and leave you. So Sarah, are you on Instagram as well? Melissa Mills NZ, I'm going to go there. Oops, wrong one. Melissa Mills NZ, because Sarah mentioned it. Now, Melissa Mills NZ, she's all about wellness and abundance. So she said, this is important, you guys: holistic boss babe, psychic medium, inspirational speaker, spiritual teacher, retreat facilitator, doTERRA wellness advocate. And I said to her today, not everyone's going to know what WA. They might think you're in Western Australia. So, there's that. You could go oil lover, essential oils, mentor or something like that. Then the link that she's chosen is Melissa Mills. So, oh, sorry, I didn't show you Linktree. I'll go and show you that in a seckie. But anyway, we'll just do a quick squiz. So we see oils, we see vision board, we see her being cute. So I said to her, you can have different looks. You don't have to be like Earth Goddess 24/7. You can be like sassy, sexy French lady as well. Because she is. This shows her fun, sassy, sexy side. And this shows her kind of calm, holistic, intuitive side. And that's totally cool, right? And then she's got a few pics with the crystals. She's got another fun pic. She's got a bit of natural food, adorable pic with sienna, etc. So, and I said to Melissa today, I did a little review for her. I said, okay, well, we've got no shortage of photos of Melissa. She's got lots of photos of herself. So what we want to just make sure is do we have about 1 in 5 or 1 in 7 of oils? Do we have some inspirational quotes? Are we doing the occasional call to action? Are we making it easy for people to find out how to work with us or buy from us, etc.? That's the balance that you're wanting to look for. Quickly going back to me, and this is the link tree. I said you can have only one link in doTERRA, in Instagram, and you can have only so much word count. So you got to choose your words wisely. Okay, so this is us. going through to Linktree. And I go, okay, so what I'm doing at the moment, I've got a wellness workshop happening on Sunday in Wellington. So I've dragged that one and put it at the top because it's my top priority at the moment. Once that's done, I'll turn that one off or I'll delete it. I also have my Up Your Brand training. Well, guess what? I did that today. So now I'm going to delete it. Or maybe I'll put the link there to my YouTube video replay. Yeah, that's a good idea. So when you do something, you can promote it and then you can do post promotion. Hey guys, if you missed my Up Your Brand replay, click the link in bio to watch it now. And then they come here, they see Up Your Brand replay, and they do it. So obviously I have to upload that to YouTube. I did a webinar last week, how to add residual income to your life and business. I'm gonna add the replay there, same thing. Order or learn about essential oils, and that will take them through to my website that's not working. Awesome. Etc., etc. Okay? Impact Entrepreneur video series. I've got quite a few links. You guys might only want to have one or two. But I'm just letting you know that Linktree is free and it's a thing. Awesome. Cool. Coming back to you guys. I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed that session. Can you please make a note to yourself or in the chat box? What 2 actions, I'm watching you, what 2 actions are you going to take as a result of tonight? As a result of me raising your awareness about the importance of being who you genuinely are and claiming it and owning it and being proud of it, whatever that is. You don't have to be any certain way, you just have to be you, okay? So what action are you gonna take? It might be like you're going, oh, I'm gonna do that personality test when Nat puts that link up. Or I'm gonna sign up for Unsplash and I'm gonna get a couple of really cool photos that I feel reflect my vibe and my brand. Or it might be, I'm gonna make sure that I've got consistent branding and tagline or messaging or whatever Nat called it on my Instagram and my Facebook. Or if you have a website, you might be like, oh, I'm gonna go update the photo on my website because it's from like 2 years ago or something like that. Or you might go, I'm gonna update the link in Instagram because I realized that I'm sending them like straight to my Doterra website, but I actually want to send them, you know, to book a call with me, or I want to invite them to a class and I'm sending them to my calendar or something like that. So it depends what your intentions are. I hope that's helpful. If you feel like you are stuck in the zone of disconnection, the zone of should, the zone of frustration, I would like to invite you to tweak your mindset and help you. I would like to hold your hand and help you across the crevasse, which is helping you to reintroduce yourself to your tribe online and probably some other people in your life if they're trying to squash and quash you down, because getting up into that zone of Up Your Brave is really where we want to be. Awesome, you guys. Amazing to hang out with you. I'll see some of you at the training that we're doing at Joe's place on Friday next week. I will see some of you at the training I'm doing on Wellington at 10 o'clock on Sunday this week. If you want more, then you just got to ask for it. There's probably a video or someone willing to help, right? If you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. I truly believe it. I'm not just saying just do it. I'm saying up your brave. You know, figure out what you need to do. Maybe what you need to do is look after number one. Like maybe that's actually what you need to do, is come back to looking after number one and then go and serve all the people in your life. Or maybe you've been looking after number one and you've been distracting yourself with non-income producing activities and you've been being busy, and it's time for you to call in your driver and up your brave and invite that person to join you in the Doterra business. How many of you guys did that homework that I suggested last week, where I invited you to invite 3 people to join you in the Doterra business? How many people did that? Okay, and if not, why? I'm not asking you to answer. I'm asking you to think about why you didn't do it. Awesome. So Kylie's gonna do photos of herself on Instagram and Facebook. I can't wait. Super excited to see it. Sarah is going to start with Unsplash and Linktree and do more calls to action on social media. Yes, good idea. Because guess what, you guys? If you're not in business, you're in hobby, okay? And that's fine. If you just want to get free oils and be in hobby, that's cool. If you want to make dollars, then you need to be in business. Just saying, from my 8 years of experience. She also says she's giving herself a lot of homework. She's going to update her Doterra page on her website, and she's going to start, I think she said Shopify or something, and start blogging. Holy manoli, girl. Okay, if you want to start blogging, I'm like, awesome. But if you feel like, oh, I should really start a blog, see this energy? This is not start a blog energy. If you're like, ooh, I'm so excited, I've got so many ideas, I can't wait to start a blog, this is start a blog energy. Do you see the difference? Okay. So for any of you guys that are like, I should start a podcast, I'm like, do you love talking? Do you want to spend 3 hours per episode planning, recording, promoting, and editing? If you don't do it. Okay. So I just really want you guys to stay in the zone of love and do what you love doing, but make sure what you're doing is serving you and heading you towards where you actually want to go, and not just like keeping busy rearranging like the crayons. Okay. Oh, like don't just be busy being busy. Make sure you're heading towards where you want to go. Okay. I'll leave you with that. I'll just stay on for a few more minutes if anyone has any questions, but otherwise have a lovely evening. I'm going to read out a few more. Deb, she's going to look at her Facebook page and see how she can make it easily understandable, and also up her brave and show people who I am. Yeah, I'm so excited to see that. I can't wait. Caroline, thank you, Nat. Lovely to be with you all tonight. Unsplash and more info about me on Facebook. Yeah, think about it. Think about what are my stories, like Nat's coffee story or Nat's watermelon hat story. I don't do that just because I love talking about myself. I do love talking about myself, but I do love sharing stories, and I'm just trying to plant seeds for you guys. I think people want to hear your stories. They really do. So Toots, worked out Chad, yay. And you're going to add your name to Facebook group. Check out Unsplash, popular choice. Awesome. Okay, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.